Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you how to make the most delicious albóndigas rellenas in Salsa Verde. So if you want to learn how to make them, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with the ingredients. So for our meatballs, we're going to need 1 pound and a half of lean ground beef, queso Oaxaca, hatch green chiles, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, 1/4 of a cup of small diced onion, 1/4 of a cup of cilantro, and 4 minced garlic cloves, 1 egg, and all of our spices that will be listed in the description box. For our salsa verde, we're going to need 8 tomatillos, chiles serranos or jalapenos, half of a small white onion, 4 garlic cloves, a handful of cilantro, and chicken bouillon or salt. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. Okay, so we're going to begin by making our meatball mixture. So to the bowl, add the ground beef, the breadcrumbs, all of the spices. I'm going to begin to mix it. Just make sure that everything gets well combined, so like that the meat is well seasoned. And once you mix your meat, you can cook a little piece just so like that you know that it is to your liking. And if it's not, then you can always get to adjust the salt or any of the spices. Okay, but once we have that, we're going to add our green chile along with the onion, cilantro, and garlic. And of course, the egg. Now we're just going to give it another good mix. Make sure everything is well mixed. And once we have our meat mixture, now we can get ready to make our meatballs. Alright, so now to shape our meatballs, I'm going to be using about 1 tablespoon and a half of the meat mixture. I'm just going to get a small ball and begin to flatten it out. And in the inside, we're going to be adding our queso Oaxaca. And now just make sure that you close it, roll it, and shape it into a meatball. And make sure that it is completely sealed so like that it doesn't rip open when cooking. Just like that. Okay. We just repeat the process with the rest of our meat until we have shaped all of our meatballs. Alrighty guys, and once we have our meatballs, now we're just going to set them to the side so we can make our salsa verde. Alright, so to make our salsa, we're going to be adding our raw vegetables into our blender cup. So here I have my jalapenos, tomatillos, the cilantro, onion, garlic cloves, and I dissolve my chicken bouillon in 1 cup and a half of water. So we're just going to pour it in. And now just blend until smooth. Okay, and once that's blended, we're going to be adding our hatch peppers. So just add them in there. And just give it a quick blend. Alrighty, and once we have that, now we can get ready to begin cooking. Okay, so I'm going to be setting my pan over medium-high heat. Just going to add a little bit of oil and allow it to heat up. Once the oil is nice and hot, we're going to place our meatballs. And we're just going to allow them to sear for 1 minute per side. Okay, after the minute, we're going to flip our meatballs over to the other side. And allow that side to sear for another minute. Okay, and after another minute, we're going to remove our meatballs from the pan. And repeat the process with the rest of the meatballs. Alright, so once we have all of our meatballs, we're going to reduce the heat to medium-low. And now we're going to get ready to add our salsa. Going to allow it to come to a simmer. Alrighty guys, so once our sauce comes to a simmer, taste it for salt and see if you need to adjust it. And now we're just going to allow it to continue simmering for another 5 to 10 minutes or until the sauce changes into our pale green color. Alright, so after 5 minutes, our sauce should have changed color, as you can see. So now we're going to get ready to add our meatballs. So just add them in there. Now that we have our meatballs in, we're going to reduce the heat to the lowest setting and allow them to cook for about 20 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you guys how to make a delicious white rice that goes perfect with our meatballs. Alright, to make a white rice, to our pan over medium heat, we're going to be melting 4 tablespoons of butter. Once the butter has melted, we're going to add 1 cup and a half of white rice. So just mix it in with the butter and allow it to cook for 5 minutes. Make sure not to toast your rice You just want it to get nice and mixed with the butter. We just want it to be lightly toast. And at the same time, I'm going to be adding 1/4 of an onion. Just mix it in and allow it to cook. Okay, so after 5 minutes, our rice should be about done. So you're going to know that it's done when it no longer sticks to each other, how they did at the beginning. Now here, I'm going to be adding 1/2 cup of corn. Just mix it. Give it a couple seconds. And after about 30 seconds, we can add our chicken bouillon and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt. Just mix it. And once that's mixed, we can add 3 cups of water. And now we're just going to bring it to a simmer. Okay, so once it comes to a simmer, you can taste your liquid and see if you need to adjust it. But for me, this is always perfect. So now we're just going to reduce the heat to the lowest setting, cover it, and allow it to cook for 20 minutes. All right, guys, so after 20 minutes, our rice should be done. So this is what it looks like. Now we're just going to fluff it. And just allow it to rest for 5 minutes, and then we can get ready to serve. Alrighty, guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. Now let me tell you guys that this is honestly super easy to make. It's so delicious, and of course, so flavorful. And just look at the meatballs. Everything is just so perfect. Hope you give this recipe a try and enjoy it just as much. And of course, I'm gonna get my rice, and I like to enjoy it with tostadas. Of course, you can always eat it with some tortillas. But this right here is seriously the best. So good. The meatball is so flavorful. It's so moist. It's not dried. Everything's just so perfect. And of course the cheese, the best part. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it on how to make super easy and delicious albóndigas rellenas en Chile Verde. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and family, and if you regret this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.